Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers. We're welding. You know, in case you were confused and thought we were juggling, playing the piano, something like that. We're not. We're indeed welding. Right there, can you reach that in there for me? There you go, buddy. Alright. Tortling, you're doing a good job. Alright, I'm trying to flesh some stuff out. So we got our arc furnaces here. We did not build any more of them yet, but I'm tempted to because if I let them do their own thing, they tend to just do cobalt. Cobalt, 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 cobalt. I want iron. But the programming script I was using doesn't seem to be working anymore. I don't know if I named something incorrectly that caused it to go sad face on me. But for now, we don't have that. So everything's a mess. What are you? The Flying V. No. Towing, let's move you. You're my spot welder. I put you in a spot and you weld, okay? Then I go talk. Good job. So I've got this all hooked up. Conveyor up, 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 up through the storage containers. All the way around to here. Into this area here. I built a bunch of storages, got rid of all the ones down there. And we're hooked up through here. We've got all these refineries now built, so I built 10 more out of the 8 we took away. And we now have a total of 10 times 4, 40 assemblers. And right now I have them making construction components. All of them. Except for that one. What's happening? Oh, it's a welder. That one's not supposed to be making construction components. I don't even think we need construction components. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to see how fast we can make them. Fast! But my sorter's not yanking them out to show me in real time. So we'll just make them until we run out of steel, iron. Probably a bad idea. I know what I'll do. Assemblers. Sleep mode. There we go. Assemblers. There you go. Shh. Shh. Alright. Here we go. So yes, I'm trying to figure out a way to get the next floor kind of up and running. And I've noticed that building in certain directions in this game sucks. It's not fun at all. Nope. Diagonals are a pain. Except for this. Right? See this diagonal? It's diagonal. Looks like a diagonal. Yeah. Yeah. But then if you try to work like diagonal, you know, like double diagonals, like diagonally this way, but also diagonally up or down or this direction, that gets tricky. You can't really make it look nice and clean. You just get these weird globular forms of stuff. And I'm sure there's mods that add in extra armor pieces to make it so that you could do these things that I'm trying to do. But I won't touch them. I don't want them. I don't have a problem with mods, guys. I like mods. But I don't know if they're really something to be seriously using right now. Like they're good to play around with and see what you could do, but an early access game where a mod could break instantly, or if a modder just decides he's no longer into the game, stops updating his mod, well, you can no longer use that mod because it's incompatible. So I feel there's a lot of stuff that can happen right now between alpha, beta, and release. And I think kind of beta or release is kind of a more opportune time to really get into the mods and see what they could do to flesh out the game. Right now, I'm kind of more interested to see what Keen's vision and where it's heading. Where am I? I'm like wedged myself in somewhere because I'm like trying to get out. Like, if I move this way, nope, can't move. What if I move this way? No. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, nothing against mods. Used to use them tons in like Morrowind and Oblivion and stuff like that. But I feel they're better suited for games that are kind of complete. Right now, mods are doing what the game should be, I feel. Like they're completing the game in a way that the developers will or should be doing eventually. Okay. So this is what I got. It's kind of just funky looking right now. I'm just trying to put up beams. Beams that will hopefully support other stuff. So now we don't have gravitational forces really to worry about in this game. In terms of structural or... I mean, there is no real structural stability in this game. In terms of having to make sure your thing can support enough force. Oh, I'm gonna die. We're dead. Tortwing, you did it again. I forgive me. Sometimes it likes to put us on the bottom. I like being on top. I mean, the bottom's good too. You know, whichever, I guess. Alright. Tortwing, could you not murder me this time? I mean, it's my bad. I got out in a bad spot. Can I at least... Here. Take the spare drill. I'll take that. Goodbye, corpse. Goodbye. Okay. So this might work. I don't really know. I'm not minding this diagonal part. I wasn't sure if I'd like that. But it kind of helps hide the mess of stuff going on behind. It hides this conveyor hatch. Doesn't hide any of that. But maybe we could have another beam going diagonally out this way. Ooh. Oh, yeah. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys... This happened by chance. What does it look like? What does it look like, guys? Total accident. In case you can't tell, it's an M. Where's our M coupling? It's our very own M. But it's not really an M, because it's not even attached. It's just a couple shapes that happen to look like an M. It's beautiful. I like it. Okay, so that could work. Alright, Tortwing, could you stop welding my corpse and find a new place to do some stuff? Like where you bent this? Pretty sure that was you. I can't do that. Ooh, I found a little gap. I think one of these blocks is wrong. Right, fly by smashies. Okay, no, not gonna let me in there? Okay. Oh, I guess that needed to be fixed. Let's try going under. Going down. There we go. Alright, while he's doing that, let's take a look at that angle thing. Don't burn me, don't kill me. I'm fine. Alright, so I laid out some of the floor part here. And we were talking about the gyros. They'll be placed properly. Okay, so we have our assembly array. I've got reactors down the middle. I don't actually have enough silver to make enough reactor components to make a large reactor. That's why I haven't made a large reactor yet. But I have mined some more silver just recently, so we'll get some up and running. And we'll probably try to power each quadrant independently, as well as have a main power one. I just haven't quite figured out exactly where to put them. But we'll probably just tuck one away under here for now, and then probably relocate it afterwards. That way, this middle part won't be the only thing powering this station, because I do want to disconnect it. So right now it's down here, and I figured it was easier to do it this way. Just clear out everything else, but I still wanted to have assemblers, and they're roughly in the same place I wanted to do them. So I just kept them all here, and what we're going to do is move this up to roughly somewhere above here, I think. And I was looking at maybe putting the gyros here, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. But, yes. Yes. So our assembler floor will move up here, and this is where our collection area will be, is somewhere below this. And, yeah. And then pipes will come out of that. So up here, I don't know if this is going to be here. I just kind of put it there. So if... And I was kind of trying to figure out, like, floor-wise. So this thing I've laid out is more of just a beam. It's not really anything. The actual floor is going to be like right here. So if you're in this area, this would be the ceiling. Oops. This would be the ceiling layer. And then inside would be a hollow spot. And then up here would be the floor. So this would be the floor for like Tortwing stuff or ground molar, loading bay, or what have you. And this might be the ones that lead outside the ship if we're going to have bays and stuff. So instead of that being the floor, this would be the floor. So maybe this goes out to the main ship. I'm not too sure. We'll see how that works out as we get to it. Okay. Then I'm going to have to see, once we get this floor in place, we can see how we want to make access up to it via that. Alright, so if I wanted to cover this, it would be like there. We'd get rid of you. Come here. Okay. And, oops. Sometimes I rotate them good, guys. Sometimes. I wish it was consistent. I think the problem is, like, if you change the way you're looking at something, like, it'd be nice if it was based off just whatever side of a block you're looking on, that's how it rotates. But if you get, like, off tilter a little bit, things start to not rotate the way you expect them to, or at least for me. Okay. So we could do this, have a diagonal line go out until it meets up with the floor, which it's about to do. Oh, that's right where it's about to curve, but that's okay. This would take precedence, I think. Okay. We could do a double beam. Double beams. Let's just start there. So we could do that. I'm not hating that. Excuse me. It's hard to tell, though, until you really finish things. That's not bad at connecting there either. I might push it out a little bit more so that's not doing it right there. But after it merges up, it could then start to tilt. Oops. Those aren't connected anymore, are they? They sure aren't. That's okay, I didn't want that there anyway. That's a terrible placement. So we could convert this guy back to a station to save us on that, but I don't think we will. I think we'll keep it as a ship now. I think we can work within it. Got enough of it fleshed out. There's enough things to attach to that this really shouldn't be a common issue, and if it is, it's because I'm an idiot and screwing up, and not because it's destined to happen. I should be able to avoid it. Okay, I think so. I think that would work. And then the idea would be here, wherever that floor ends up being, which it looks like we've arbitrarily picked this height. And that's mostly just based off what this looks like in here. So we don't want this to be too claustrophobic. So this is where this ended up being. And that would be 1 or 2 blocks higher. It doesn't have to be 2. It could be like that. Which means we could bring that down. And then have that down. But I think maybe having extra space is better than having not enough space. Okay, is this the center line? Bring that back. Okay. Not sure. It's getting tricky. Trying to piece everything in. Make it all work together. So yeah, wherever this floor is over here, I guess. Let's bring it around. Let's just use squares. And let's not care how accurate we are. Okay. So this level, we're going to bring the assemblers up. So that's what's going to be up here. This will be our assembly floor. And that would make sense, I guess, if we have that for our little ship builds, or like Tortwing Bay and Crown Molar Bay and stuff like that. I guess that would make sense to be on the same floor as the assemblers. So I don't know if we want to be walking on this stuff that I'm laying down, or if this is going to be like a subfloor. on top of which we would have more walkways such as these to designate where we would walk. So we could have like a walkway just slightly above the ground, maybe. Let's get rid of the heavy armor. So, what do posts take? Probably something I don't have. Oh, I do. So we could do something as simple as this and have this guy just barely off the ground here. And this would run down the middle. And then if we had an area where we were working, like say Tortwing Bay over here, we could have we could break through and then have a stair down. So that's an idea. I kind of like the idea of keeping us on these catwalks for the most part until we get into an area. So that might be what we do. And that would be very minimalistic to do it that way. But we could also make us a bit higher off the ground. So if that is the plan... Okay, this thing is only connected in one spot, I think, like way over there. That isn't the best way of doing things. Redundancy is what I need. Okay. So yeah, what I want to try to do is get this guy hooked up to this guy. So if we just went straight up, that probably wouldn't look all that good. But let's just see. So we could do that and just have this flat blank wall that goes straight up. Or we could use this space to try to do something in it. Like it's almost like a mural. Could we paint something in that space? Put a symbol there? That might work. Put some... Could we put that? Can we do you? Somehow? So what are you? You're straight. No, that wouldn't work here. Don't think. Okay, well... Not too sure. I mean, we could go up a bit more. Or we could start, curving again. And then if we went off this way? This is where it gets kind of odd. There's not the best diagonals. But that's not terrible, maybe. It's got like an edge to it. And then that could meet up with the floor, wherever it may be. And we're out. Gimme more. 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 Thank you. Right. So that's an option. And then you're here. Get over here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So that would be kind of what ends up supporting. Now what does that look like with this other diagonal thing already there? Probably gonna be funky. Or seem like it's not really needed. Bit too much redundancy. Okay. Well, it meets up nicely. Sort of. Okay. Well, that's that double beam I was talking about, sort of. And they're offset, which is kind of nice. Oh god, what is that I'm singing? I don't even know what it is. Tell me. What insanity is spewing from my mouth? I don't know, guys. Good work. It's better than what I had before any of this was here, which was nothing. Oh, crap ton of nothing. So I think this could work. Not sure about this yet, but I kind of like the idea of putting something here color-wise. So if we could figure out like an emblem that's either painted or sculpted to fit on this diagonal wall, and we could even have 4 different ones. That could be cool. Alright, alright. Well, let's weld some of this up and see what it looks like. Tortwing, I need you. You always wanted me to say that, didn't you, Torwing? Your dreams have come true. You're needed. At least finish the stuff you're already working on. God. This rarely happens. Very rarely. Corpse. Got anything inside you? Oh yeah. Trade ya. Goodbye. Thanks for your help. All right. I think it's... Oh, it's not done, but we're done. I think we're done for today. Let's take a look what we got. It looks a little bit better. Oops. Just gonna smash into everything, aren't you? Oh. Perfect. Perfect. Use a bit more light, as it's kind of dark without any. I did some inside the thing, and I'll tweak it. I dropped this post down. I'm not too sure about that. Let's grab... I'm trying... Almost hit the wrong button there. How we could paint this so it stands out a bit more. Doesn't really have a purpose other than it's hanging down and has a little light on it. We could actually use it to light up this area. Right now I just have that blue light for mid-bay. Haha. And then there's some lights up there. But I think I can make them stronger or weaker. These ones I have as green, but you can't really see them. So I don't know if that's having any effect whatsoever. It might once the ship is enclosed a bit better. Let's try again. Interior. So the last two are the green ones. Let's try to brighten them up. Full on bright green. No, that looks weird. That looks weird. Okay. I think what we'll do. Alright. Where's one that I actually want? That one. I will take you, and I will copy your numbers as best I can by twiddling with your knobs. Yeah. I like when I touch your knobs. Here we go. Did you do it? Alright, well, there'll be our standard light. A little bit softer. And then we got these guys here that are still just white. I'm not too sure. I might leave them like that. Same with the ones on the bottom. Or we might increase them. Alright, well, this is what we've got. Our oddity. I don't know. Looks interesting. And that's probably good enough. I guess. If it looks interesting, it must be good. Man, you can really tell where I bumped my head. Alright, well, with that, like so, what I'm now envisioning, if this is the center, right, what's going to happen is this is going to go that away. Does it go another one? I think so. And that keeps going along. So if you imagine this thing replicated a whole bunch all the way around, and any area over here could be considered a floor or a workable space that we could use for some kind of project in the ship. So for the most part this will be flat, but not necessarily. It will depend on what we end up putting over here. So I think we'll have this floating platform. So this will probably come out to... Uh-oh. Stalling. That will probably come out over here somewhere. It probably won't go to the edge of the ship, but we'll see. Depending where it is and whatnot, what have you. But yeah, I think that's a start. We've got our corner little thing, and that has set up where our height will be. And we can start looking at that. We can start looking at moving the assemblers up. Reworking our gravity thing for our ore collection. And yeah. Keep going from there. Alright, guys. Well, hope you've enjoyed and enjoying the series. I'll probably continue to pick away at a few things here between now and the next episode, but otherwise, we'll see you then. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.